Hello, my name is Ken, and I believe it's important that everybody know some jokes that they can pull out of their back pocket, so to speak, at a moment's notice. I went to a zoo the other day. It wasn't a very good zoo. It only had one animal, a dog. It was a Shih Tzu. The 7 dwarfs were sitting in a hot tub feeling grumpy. He left, so they felt happy. There was a lady, a big flood in Florida. She was sitting on her porch and the water was rising up to the stairs, top of the stairs. A policeman came by, slogging through the water, and said, "Lady, I've come here to take you to safety." And the lady was quite religious, and she said, "No, it's not necessary. The Lord will provide." The policeman tried to convince her but failed, so he left. A couple hours later, the water has risen sufficiently that she's now on the 2nd floor looking out the window. And a man in a canoe comes by and says, Lady, the water is going to get much, much higher. I'm here to take you to safety." And the lady says, "No, thank you. The Lord will provide." The guy in the canoe couldn't convince her, so he goes off as well. A couple hours later, the water has risen even higher, and she's on the roof, just at the very peak of the roof. She's still dry, but the water is still there. A news crew in a helicopter comes flying by and hovers over her and says, Lady, come on. We're throwing the ladder down. Climb up the ladder, we'll take you to safety." The lady says, "Thank you, but it's not necessary. The Lord will provide." They go away after unsuccessfully trying to convince her. The water rises higher. Eventually the lady falls into the water and drowns. She goes up to heaven, because she's very religious, I guess. And she's at the gates, pearly gates. She sees St. Peter, she sees the Lord, and she says, I am so disappointed. All my life I have believed in you, I have prayed to you. And now, in the hour when I needed you the most, you weren't there for me, and I died. The Lord looks at his notebook, says, that's odd. I sent a policeman, a guy in a canoe, and a helicopter. Two fish are in a tank. One turns to the other and says, "Do you know how to drive this thing?" Two soldiers are in a tank. One turns to the other and says, "When I die, I want to die like my grandfather, peacefully, in his sleep. Not screaming in terror, clawing at the roof like the passengers in his car." Skeleton walks into a bar, orders a beer and a mop.